shampoo and conditioner set. All right.
Wait, can we just take a minute and just kind of talk about this Beardbrand shampoo and conditioner for a minute, Jack?
I would gladly like to talk about it, Sylvester.
A lot of people don't realize and know that we've got more products for your hair, skin, and body than just beard oil.
Man, ain't that the truth?
And so it's, I think it's really good to kind of just make sure that we let people know right from the get-go, whether you're listening by audio through podcasts or you're watching in right now on the live stream or you're catching this at some other point in time.
Yeah.
We make products that not only for your beard, but we also make products for your hair, for your skin, for your body. One of these products that you should get really familiar with is the Beardbrand shampoo and conditioner.
Seriously, not enough people know about this stuff.
I've heard nothing but good testimonies and reports from people who have started working that into their routine on a regular basis. I can't, unfortunately, because I don't have a lot of hair on my head.
Like, wait, why?
But everybody who I've encountered who's come across using that product has nothing but good reports to say about it. You got to keep in mind, though, it's not like your traditional shampoo and conditioner. It is so if you start working that into your routine at the very beginning, you're going to be a little bit like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
But let the product do its thing.
Right.
Just like one of my other favorite products here at Beardbrand,
The
sea salt spray. Let it do its thing, and dude, this is your opportunity to get some of that Beardbrand shampoo and conditioner for free.
Basically. So if you are in America, go down to that giveaway in the description. At the 45-minute mark of this live stream, we will call out 3 winners. And I will shoot you an email afterwards, and we can get you your fragrance of choice and all that good stuff. But other than that, man, we got some interesting stuff to talk about today. We're talking about some uncharted territory in Beardbrand channel stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking about shoes.
Talking about some style stuff.
Yeah, we're going into style.
This is the segment in the month where we kind of dedicate the topic to talking about some form of fashion of style.
Yes, sir.
If you watch the Beardbrand videos on a regular basis, you might have seen a new pilot series that we just started.
Last Friday, go check that out. It's on this guy.
If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go over, check it out, drop us a comment, drop us a like, let us know what you think about the foundation of your style and what inspires your style. Right. Some people were saying like, why does this got to be so complicated? And the truth is it really is not. Yeah. But we want to provide you with some tools and resources here at Beardbrand that not only will help you your hair and your beard look great and your skin look great, but also help you make you feel confident in how you choose to present yourself to the world. So every now and then you might get a splash of some of this style information, and today's one of them.
Today we are going to be talking about the lowest point, literally, the shoes.
Well,
all about them. We're going to be breaking it down into 3 categories today. Talking about the formals.
Yeah.
Talking about the casuals.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about the taboos. The ones that are a little bit uncharted. The stuff that people don't normally talk about. Or the stuff that we maybe do wear on a regular basis, but maybe we shouldn't. Stick around. We're going to be talking about that after we do our style consultations. So, what do you think, man? Should we bust into these things?
Speaking of style consultations.
Yeah, should we get that going?
Let's dive into them.
All right, let's do it. Let's get number 1 right up on the screen. Ba-bam.
All right.
Nice. And then can we get his little text down at the bottom, too? Because we got some fancy-ass text for you guys to look at if you're watching this live.
Ready for it? Just a second to find everything.
We've got so many text layers. You guys got to wait for us to find them. All right, ready? Here it goes.
Nope. Hold on.
I was too soon. How about this guy in the middle, though? You see this guy? He's got an interesting style.
Yeah, man.
All right. Boom. Look at that.
Boom.
Took me an hour to make that. Enjoy.
Good job, Jack.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Who is this, Randa? And wait, did we get to say hi to Randa?
Oh, yeah. Can we flip the camera around real quick?
I suppose.
I like how you hold the microphone now rather than use that little makeshift stand I made for you.
Hello. Thank you. I enjoy looking like a newscaster.
Yeah, it's very reportery. All right. Who do we have?
Here is Martin. Martin writes, my name is Martin from Chicago.
Hi, Chicago.
I'm currently 26 years old and have been growing my beard since the last week of August 2018. I think I have good beard growth, but my mustache is definitely my weaker spot.
Okay.
My mustache doesn't fully connect to my beard, but I still plan on going for the yeared.
Okay. Man after my own heart. Well.
I'm looking for style recommendations for my beard and my hair.
Okay.
I've had the same hairstyle since high school, so roughly 10 years ago.
Wow.
I've contemplated trimming my mustache to normal length and even shave it off completely and rocking the Abe Lincoln style beard. I appreciate your thoughts and recommendations. Thank you, Beardbrand. I've enjoyed watching your videos, which has helped me along my journey grow personally and be more confident. I first discovered your brand at Target. We do have the white line there.
Yeah.
And fell in love with your products and company mission. Thanks, and keep on growing.
Hey, keep on growing,
Keep on
Martin.
growing, Martin. All right, Sylvester, do me a favor.
Yeah, I'll describe Martin
for us.
So Martin is a 26-year-old fella from one of my favorite cities in the United States, Chicago, Illinois.
Never been.
Man, I used to. I could tell you some stories about Chicago.
Oh man.
But Martin is he's been growing out his beard for about 8 to 9 months.
Okay.
It's very apparent in Martin's beard because it is relatively long, but it's more long towards the center of the face. For Martin, there's a lot of growth towards the right down the middle, and so it's kind of pointy, the beard at least, starting from the bottom. The beard is a little bit pointy, right. And he does clean up that neckline. So throughout the 8 to 9 months, Martin has been cleaning up that neckline. And you can see that going into the heel of the sideburn there.
Yeah, right where the jaw meets the neck.
Yep. And so it's exactly what you would expect in terms of length, but just if you're imagining this by way of audio listening on a podcast, then you would want to imagine that the longest point of Martin's beard is right in his goatee area.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes at an angle towards his towards the heel of his sideburns there. Also, the cheek doesn't fill in quite as much.
No.
But Martin is doing a good job in regards to making sure that there's some shape, maintaining some shape there. Kind of like what we would call maybe the Hollywoodian.
A little bit of a take on that.
A little bit of kind of his own variation of it. But as he expressed, Martin mentioned that his mustache doesn't grow in as much, and I think it's got some good growth in there. It doesn't connect fully to the beard, but he's got some pretty big patches right beneath the lip, just kind of the common patches that we see.
Yeah, the normal ones. I mean, even I've got them right there.
Yeah, and so, but Martin has got fairly olive skin. I would say this is pretty dark hair, black hair.
Yep.
So the contrast is light skin, dark hair, and then moving up to the hair top. Martin said he's been wearing this style for the last approximately 10 years
Since
or
he was
so.
16, man.
Since he was 16.
That's intense.
And that's basically a side part with, I would say, the length in it. In the photo that I'm going to use to describe,
this one we got up here on screen.
Yeah, the one that you can see on the screen there. I would say it's about maybe a 4 on the side. So it's got about 1.5 inches on the side, and then it's got about maybe 3 inches on top. So, but again, it is combed. It is got like a traditional classic side part. And then Martin is wearing some glasses, some rectangular shaped glasses, if you will.
Like half frame rectangular.
Yeah, and then I would also say that Martin's face shape is pretty square, kind of round.
Yeah, like a good mixture of those two.
But one thing I do like is Martin's shirt. It's got this like window pane that's kind of like got a really cool texture to the window pane.
Yeah, it's got a Western feel almost.
Yeah, and it's white with a black check, nice mother of pearl buttons there. So I'm not sure what kind of shirt that is. But Martin looks to be cold because he's got a pretty heavy jacket on.
He does. He's the opposite of me.
I would imagine in Chicago you need to have well, I wouldn't imagine. I've been there. But you in Chicago, you do need to have a pretty heavy jacket for about 7 months out of the year.
God, that sounds like heaven. That sounds like absolute heaven. I am already sweating so much right now, man.
We will debate this.
We'll have a whole episode about
show.
Why is Jack so hot all the time. All right, anyway. So, Martin, let's get into the style consultation, buddy. Let's see. So you are going for the yeared, and I respect that. I got mad respect for that. Can we get we got this picture that Martin sent us that's actually pretty cool. It's a picture of him before the beard and after the beard. So this is a side profile picture of Martin. So check this out. Man, I like your hair shorter. When you had no beard and you had the buzz cut going on, you've got a pretty high hairline that goes into the widow's peak thing like myself. I think a really short haircut like this is going to work a little bit better for him. Now, you were saying you kind of like the longer one, Sylvester, but...
For his hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
I think, but I don't know. There's something about having a bigger beard that's going to go a little bit more wild, because if Martin really is going to commit to the year and let this thing go wild, I don't think that he should let the hair get super long or even be very long at all. Like if he's running his fingers through it and parts of it are coming up into his fingers, I think that's too long. So maybe like a 3 all around. Just keep it really simple with the buzz cut and maybe focus your attention on the beard. Now on the beard, I think we're going to want to look to someone like Leonardo DiCaprio. We got this picture of Leo. Can we throw that up real quick? And we can show Martin what we're talking about. So, okay, check this out. See, Leonardo DiCaprio is a very handsome guy. He grows this really interesting beard, though.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much what we talk about when we talk about the Hollywoodian. He kind of was Eric's inspiration when he coined the term that. So what I would suggest is that if Martin is going to go for the beard, he treats it kind of like Leonardo DiCaprio is treating his beard right now, where he's not letting it really grow much up onto the cheeks. And this is not going to disqualify you from the beard in my eyes, Martin, by the way. This is not kicking you out of the club or anything like that. I think you can trim down into a style and let that go for the beard within like a style. So take that as an inspiration. Let it grow down. Keep those cheeks clean and really make sure that you're cleaning up under the neck. But there will come a point maybe like, oh... you're already 8 to 9 months right now. You've already been shaving the neck to a point where I think you just need to keep doing it until the beard's done. Because some guys, there was a point in mine where I stopped shaving the neck completely and it just connected to the beard. But in Martin's picture, if we can go back to that side-by-side, Randa, you can see that Martin had been shaving the side of his beard near the heel, and it's starting to grow back. So you've kind of put yourself in a corner there, man, in my eyes at least. What do you think, Sylvester?
Yeah, so number one, if your goal is to go for the beard, dude, I say every guy should go for a beard if they haven't gone down that journey. Yeah. I've gone down that journey, several years ago. Yeah. I've talked about it before here on the show. Jack, obviously, you guys know Jack Milocco for Beardbrand. Yep. He has done his beard journey as well. And so if you've never done the beard process of going through that process, it teaches you so many things. It teaches you a certain level of patience and a certain level of respect for the process to grow. Yeah. But
no kidding.
Definitely hit that beard, man. But I do think that you could do a couple of things. Now, if it were me, I probably would prefer to see it a little bit more maintenanced, if you will. So right where the mustache is, I probably would have that. I wouldn't have it trimmed like mine is, but I would have maybe going to see a barber to kind of even out the tips a little bit. Yeah, just to kind of give it a little bit more uniform, making it look a little bit more uniform. Yeah, and symmetrical as well. Because again, when you go down to that process of growing out your beard for an entire year, all the hairs on your face, all your hairs in general, they kind of grow at different speeds. Yeah, so you want to make sure that mustache is looking as uniform as possible. So I would have that mustache trimmed up and just kind of clean. Again, you don't got to lose any of the length. I'm not saying that you got to grow it short or cut it shorter like mine, but I am saying just to kind of have a barber clean that up a little bit. Yeah. I also would let that cheek grow in a little more, but or just let it grow in, let it do its own thing.
Which part of the cheek are you talking about? Where the
right
sideburn
here
area
at the top, where the sideburn is.
Okay, yeah, it's on the sideburn.
Well, not the sideburn, but like right in here.
Okay.
Right here. Jack,
yeah,
right here.
I see what you're saying.
So I would let that, if you're not trimming it, which you may or may not be doing, Martin, but I would let it just kind of do its own thing. Let it be natural. But what I would do is fade up that sideburn. I would clean that up, remove some of the bulk from the lower part where it starts to heal into the sideburn, and kind of fade that into your hair. And then just very much like Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, dude, I think you kind of hit it on the head when you said this is a Leo style beard. Yeah, I think if you're going to keep the length of that beard, then that would be somebody that you could possibly look for as a benchmark or as an inspiration for your beard. Right. But as far as the head hair, man, I was telling Jack, I think I like the very first photo that we see. Could we go back to that photo, Randa, if we can? That very first photo for me, I think that hairstyle just works really well with you. Now, I could be wrong here, but it does look like the hair is starting to recede just a little bit. But I don't think that you have to cut it off and go completely short like maybe Jack was recommending.
Oh, like the buzz cut?
Yeah, like the buzz cut.
Yeah, what do you think of
I kind of like this particular style because it kind of gives you a little bit of a distinguished look. And what I would recommend you reaching for is some Beardbrand sea salt spray and combine that with the shampoo and the conditioner because again, it's going to leave your hair nice and clean, and then that sea salt spray, like on that second day of wearing your hair, is going to give you a little bit of added volume and texture. So it's going to allow you to kind of use a blow dryer to kind of give yourself a little bit of a lift. Now, if you want to change things up, you don't have to necessarily go so hard on the part there. You can kind of comb it at a diagonal towards the back of your hair and remove that part, so it kind of looks like you've got a little bit of a kind of like a not slicked back, but with the sea salt spray that you're going to use when blow drying your hair, it's going to allow you to give yourself some volume and kind of give yourself just a different shape to kind of change the entire appearance. So that's my take. I do also recommend maybe switching up the frame. Either go for like a thicker square frame, or I would go for something that's kind of got this kind of like not quite a circle, but like a soft round shape to it.
A little bit more round than what we have
just
here.
A little bit more round to kind of complement that square and kind of like oval face shape. I think that circle is going to really make yourself look more like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more like a professor type thing, especially with the hairstyle. I think it could really elevate the look and kind of bring it all in together.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
I dig it, man.
Gosh. Should we gong him?
Let's gong him. Ready?
All right. Thanks, Martin.
Sweet. Hey, Randa, can we put up the text saying about the giveaway? Can we like pop it up here in the top right corner?
Yes,
Sweet.
I can.
Awesome. I just want to remind people because I feel like not enough of you guys even know about that. All right, I hope you can read that. Sorry.
It's white on white.
I know when I designed these, they were on the wood. All right, whatever. Let's just pop up number 2.
All righty. Give me 2 seconds. We got number 2 and number 2. All right.
Sweet.
Let's see here. This is Gunner.
Hey, Gunner.
Gunner
What's up,
writes.
Gunner?
My name is Gummer.
Gummer.
Gosh.
Gummer.
My name is Gunner, and I'm 20 years old. I'm 6'3" and play football for Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah. But I'm originally from South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, okay.
I first decided to grow a beard after my girlfriend told me to once high school ended. Our school did not allow facial hair, which is interesting.
Yeah, I might have been Catholic.
I had some sort of facial hair since June of 2017. The beard I'm growing now has been growing since late November or early December with occasional trimmings just to ensure that it's kept somewhat neat.
Okay.
I'm curious to know, with my slightly receding hairline in the temple areas of my head, what is a good haircut to pair with a beard like mine? I usually get a mid-bald fade because my beard does not grow all the way up the side of my face connecting with my hair, so the bald fade initially does a great job of disguising the separation. Also, my beard is a bit patchy when first growing, but then it fills in along the way. I don't get beard hair to grow under my lips for the most part either. Should I consider keeping my beard at the length I have or letting it continue growing? By the way, I usually shampoo and condition in the shower and use Beardbrand Spice Citrus Utility Balm.
Boom.
Thank you very much for your advice.
Okay. Excellent. So what we will do now is I will describe our buddy Gunner, and then Sylvester will take him out for a little style consultation. All right, so Gunner is a 20-year-old college student, plays football for the University of Samford in Birmingham, Alabama. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
He is 20 years old. He's been growing for about 5 to 6 months on the beard, and he wants to know what a good hairstyle to pair with his beard would be, and he also wants to know if he wants to keep his beard at this length that we see here or if he should keep going. So he is a tall guy, 6'3". He's got a, let's see, what would you call that? Like a mid-bald fade?
Yeah.
Let's call that a mid-bald fade.
That's what Gunner described it as.
Right. Hairline comes a little bit, just a little bit, tiny bit forward, almost like just the very, very, very beginning of a widow's peak. But in some of these other pictures that we can see, it looks like it's square right across.
Yeah.
Can we actually throw up a different picture of him real quick?
Sure.
Let's get like a front-facing one. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So in this picture, you can see that he's got a little bit of a weaker mustache, but not too much weaker than the rest of his beard. It actually comes in pretty nice. It doesn't look like there's really any patches other than the quintessential ones we see right underneath the bottom lip. And other than that, he's keeping those cheek lines nice and clean in a diagonal kind of direction. Beard gets a little bit round towards the bottom, and that's where it's going to be its thickest, at the jawline, all right? Getting a little bit into the young man beard territory where it's the thickest in the bottom and the weakest in the mustache, but I think we can do some cool stuff with this one, all right? Let's roll.
Yeah. So, Gunner, man, dude, let me start with the beard if that's cool. Because I think the beard that you've got right now, especially in the first photo, we don't have to go back to that one, Randa, but in the first photo, the beard was looking pretty slick.
It really is.
I think it's safe to say that for the most part, now this doesn't apply to everybody, but for the most part, majority of guys, when they just start the process of growing out their beard, I would say the first month is going to you're probably going to see some patches.
Oh, yeah.
For most guys, not all guys.
Gunner might not be one of them, though.
Well, but he mentioned that when he first starts out, that his beard is a little patchy. But honestly, man, I said that to say that I don't think that you have a patchy beard at all.
So, man. It's a good beard.
Now, if you do, you're disguising it really well.
Yeah.
But I would not classify your beard as a patchy beard. I can kind of see where you get concerned about the sideburns not connecting, but I think that that's kind of a really cool, unique way to take care of that is to fade that beard up.
Yeah, he's doing that perfectly.
And you're doing it. Fade. You or your barber, whoever's taking care of you, man, is doing it just right.
Yeah, man.
I really actually like the overall look here. So the head hair and the beard is a really good distinguished look for you. I think that if you wanted to, you could continue that process of growing your beard for the next 6 months, possibly hit that year mark. Yeah. But I would encourage you to have your barber kind of take care of any flyaways.
You can see that down near the chin.
Like maybe every other haircut or every 2 haircuts, maybe just kind of have them reevaluate and say, hey, just kind of clean up the cheek and the neckline. At that point, if you're going to continue to grow it out, you really don't need to touch it anymore.
Right.
But I think cleaning up the cheek, fading in the sideburn, like you mentioned, regardless of the hairstyle, no matter if you had short or long hair, I think you could always fade in that sideburn if it doesn't fully grow in.
Yep.
But growing out that beard for the next 6 months, I think could possibly be another cool look where you've got a little bit of what we like to call maybe like a power beard, and so I would imagine that in the next 6 months, if you decided to invest that amount of time, it would just be twice as long as you currently got it now.
Yeah.
Which could be a really cool look. And you could end up working like a blow dryer into your routine. And I'd be really curious to see if you get any waves in your beard because it doesn't look like you have any waves at all right now.
No.
So just depending, if you haven't done that journey and you have the ability to do it, man, especially as a football player, it'll look really cool.
I think so.
So moving up to the head here, I think the very first photo, now, Randa, if we can go back to that first photo where he's got that mid-bald fade, dude, man, I think this is a killer haircut for you.
I do like this one.
And I can imagine that as football season is around and you're in the thicket of it, having long hair might not be advantageous, even though that might be your thing or some guy's thing. Lots of pro NFL football players have really long hair and they wear a helmet, but I think this haircut or this style of haircut would still look good during football season. But if you wanted to change things up, I did have a couple of ideas. If we can pop the first photo on the screen there for you. Actually, let me go back to the other one. This one here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I forget this fella's name.
Nicholas Holt.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt. Your hair kind of reminded me a little bit of it. So I would probably, in the next 6 months, if you decide to continue growing out the beard, I would just grow the hair out.
Just see what happens?
Just grow the hair out, and then maybe if you get an opportunity, you can fade in your sideburns. Because, I don't know. You said that they don't connect, but it's hard to see that without actually seeing it.
Yeah. I'd like to see what that looks like.
I'd like to see what that... Yeah, because sometimes we're just super hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
But you could still continue to fade that sideburn just on your own at home. But I do think that this hairstyle would be a nice complement. Just kind of a little bit longer hair on the side, so it's not a fade at all. It's actually kind of more like a scissor cut, maybe even like a 8 or 7 on the side.
At that point, I would just go for a scissor cut.
And just have them scissor cut it. Exactly, and just kind of let them scissor cut that side, and then the top is a lot longer. So what's going to help you achieve this particular look are 2 products. One, sea salt spray.
For sure.
sea salt spray is going to definitely give you a little bit of that volume, but on days where you really might need just a little extra oomph, maybe taking some, just a small little dab of that styling balm and rubbing it into your hand, and then not using it all over your hair, but kind of along the sides to kind of give that weight down, just kind of hold down. But then the cool thing about that is if you've got that longer beard, you can take some of that styling balm and lay it on top of your beard, and that'll help kind of control some of those flyaways. The second photo is a little bit longer style. So if you were really looking to kind of change some things up and you did get to that little bit longer length hairstyle, you could switch it up, and instead of going sideways, like I was saying with the first guy a little bit earlier, is kind of using a technique with your blow dryer and one of our roll brushes. Round brush. Thank you.
Yeah.
One of our round brushes to kind of help achieve that extra volume and kick,
especially up there at the top.
At the top, yeah. But sea salt spray again is going to really be instrumental in helping you pull off this style of look. But I do think, I mean, you mentioned the hair kind of receding, but I don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I think he's been hard on himself in that instance.
I would challenge you not to limit yourself with saying I can't do that look. You don't know until you try it, man. And
Absolutely.
if you need some tips and tricks, definitely tune into the Beardbrand YouTube channel. We've done a few guys where they've got this particular kind of hairstyle, and we show the products, and maybe you can use one of those videos to take to your barber to kind of help you, get that look. So
sweet. All right, man.
Yeah.
Shall we gong him?
Let's gong him. I'll gong
Gong him.
Thanks, Gunner. Keep on growing, dude.
Sweet. Go Samford. All right. Let's get number 3 on board. And can we pop, let's see, what other text did I create that we should pop up on screen? How about send your pictures to style@beardbrand.com. Let's get that one up there.
There you go.
On top of the other layer. There we go.
I'll switch it to black again in just a second
Just a
after
second.
You're
I
good.
read our consultation.
All righty.
Actually, let me move him down. There we go.
All right.
Okay,
sweet.
so
What do we got?
here we have Joshua. He writes, "Hi, my name is Joshua, and I'm 26 years old, and I'm also 6'3".
Ooh.
Two tall boys,
6'3"
eh?
guys.
All right.
I've been growing my hair for about 3 months, and my beard has been growing for a month and 2 weeks.
Okay.
My current goal is to grow out my beard for a year or longer.
Oh, another weird guy.
I struggle with some patches, and the worst being from my chin down. My mustache is pretty small, and if I were to shave all my facial hair off, my mustache is about 2 weeks behind my beard.
Okay.
I also wanted a few tips on my style. My style mostly consists of wearing tight or fitted jeans and shirts with witty quotes on them, with a black and red plaid jacket with a kind of controlled chaos hairstyle, or I'll sweep it to the side. I don't wear any wax in my mustache yet, but I do use beard oil. I also use a wooden comb and boar's bristle brush. Thank you guys. I love your videos and your personalities.
Hey, appreciate that, Joshua. All right, Sylvester, you want to describe Joshua for our audio listeners?
Yeah, so Joshua, again, is 6'3". I probably would say I was like 3'6". No, I'm kidding. 6'3", so Joshua's a tall guy, man, and Joshua has got pretty fair skin.
Yeah.
A very light complected skin, blue
Looks
eyes.
like mine right now. Yeah.
And then he's got probably, I would say, brunette colored hair. Looks brown.
Brownish black, yeah.
Yeah. And so there is a good contrast. You do see the light milky skin with the darker facial hair and darker head hair. But Joshua has been growing out his beard for about 3 months now. This is just my take and personal opinion.
No, there's 3 months on the hair, my friend.
Oh, 3 months on the head hair.
Yeah.
And a month.
We only have a
here we
month
go.
and a half on that
One
beard.
and a month, one and a half months on the beard. My bad.
It's a baby beard.
Thank God for notes.
This is why we have notes, folks.
But listen, Joshua has. Joshua, I would probably classify Joshua as a little bit of a patchy beard, but let's keep in mind he's
right
26 years old.
Yeah.
So
Still young.
there are the quintessential patches beneath the lip, but his what do we?
Soul patch?
Soul patch.
Soul patch.
Thank you. The
Soul
soul patch
patch,
actually
the cleft of the
connects.
chin, yeah, it
the soul
does.
patch connects, man. But you can kind of see right at the
chin
right at the
nipple.
chin. It is a little thin there, and I don't know if that's maybe just from poking at it, like touching excessively.
I see a lot of guys actually have that just naturally.
Or if it's just a natural one. But the mustache does not connect for Joshua either.
No, it does not.
And as he alluded and as he mentioned, the mustache grows in a little bit at a slower pace than maybe the rest of his beard. But based on this photo here, it does look like the cheek closest to the mouth, the cheek area closest to the mouth doesn't grow in as well, but he does have sideburns that grow in nicely. And then, again, just what you would expect for about a month and a half old beard. It's kind of got a little bit of bulk down at the bottom, right beneath the chin. And then his head hair, he's been growing that out, he said, for 3 months. So 3 months of hair without a trim. It's exactly what you would imagine. It's a little long on the side, much longer on the top. But I would say he's got thin textured hair. Not like, I'm not saying like he's thinning. I'm just saying like thin textured hair. It's very light.
Yeah, like the actual hair itself.
Yeah, the actual hair might be light to medium textured hair. It's not thick.
Right.
If I had to guess.
Okay.
But I don't see that there's a printed T-shirt in this one.
No, we don't have. That's a bummer. I kind of wanted to see his style. Unfortunately, we only have the one picture of him.
Yeah, if you want some, if you do share some style stuff, be sure to include a full length photo for us if you're watching. But Joshua's shirt here is kind of got this red white texture in it. So I'm going to just say it's a Star Wars shirt.
I think you might be safe on that bet. All right, Joshua, let's take this on. So you want a beard, huh? I'd say go for it, man. So originally when I saw this picture, I was like, maybe we'll go for a Van Dyke or something like that. But, now that I think about it, this beard's only a month and a half old. I think in time, this thing may get a little bit fuller. It may start to fill out. I can't say for sure. It's only a month and a half. I'd like to see this thing after 3 months, see how we're doing. Now, don't completely neglect it during that time. If you see some areas of it that you aren't super keen on, maybe the jawline gets really heavy and that mustache just is not filling in, maybe you want to go into like a little fade situation where you have your barber take from like a 2 down to a 4, and we'll see where we get. I don't want you to take off any length, though, so bear with it for the next few months, see where we get. I think it will fill in, though. Now let's talk about the head hair. Man, what are you thinking on this one? I'm almost stumped because part of me wants to go, let's introduce a blow dryer to this. Let's see if we can get some volume to this, and let's kind of quiff it over to the side, see how that looks. But I don't know. What are you thinking, man? You had a reference photo on this one.
I kind of actually like this style here for Joshua right now.
Just kind of that messy.
Just kind of like an intentional messy. And if you do, just really depends. If you're not planning to cut your hair for an entire year at all, then I say go balls in, man. Just do it. Commit to it.
Balls in.
Commit to it. Listen, Joshua, again, man, like I'm coming at you from a very similar growth pattern in that I also have a patchy beard. So I would say this is a patchy beard. Yeah. And you either got to do one of two things. One, keep it relatively short. So I would say like a 3 guard on the beard. Overall. Probably at most. Or kind of go down to a stubble, which is not bad either. And you can kind of do it in a way where you leave the bulk of the hair in your mustache and then kind of trim it down to where it's stubble on the sides.
Right.
And then just let that mustache continue to do its thing and develop on its own. But you could also go in the exact opposite direction. Now, I'm a big fan. I tell guys, listen, if you're a patchy beard, you got to keep things short, work with what you've got, kind of highlight the areas of your beard that grow in the most. For me, it's my mustache. Or you got to commit to it and just embrace it. One of the guys who does this the best, in my opinion, is a guy by the name of Keanu Reeves.
Oh, sweet. Do we have a picture of him?
Yeah, so let's throw Keanu on there. This is the first hairstyle that I would recommend that you try to reach for. If you're going out for a full year, this is gonna, number one, growing out your hair. When I had hair, if I could say it like that, I did grow out my hair. I'll have to bring in some photos where I had longer hair.
I've always been curious to see what you did there.
But you got to embrace it, man. You're gonna go through awkward phases. I would set a benchmark. So now you're at 3 months in the hair and a month and a half in the beard. I would set a benchmark of like 30 more days and go 30 days. And then from 30 days, I would say try to reach for 60 days. Right. And then once you've gotten to that 60-day mark, try to reach for the half-year mark. So go that full 6 months without any kind of like trimming.
Okay.
And again, it's really going to be dependent upon what you want to do. There are no rules. I think rules are meant to be broken, especially when it comes to growing out your beard and your hair. I mean, I think obviously there's some guidelines that you should consider, which is why we offer this segment of the show. But if you want to grow it out, just do what's best for you and embrace it. Keanu, again, does a really incredible job of just rocking what he's got.
He does.
And again, you'll see it in the next photo. If we can go to the next photo, Randa, this would be possibly a potential style if you're going to continue to grow that hair out. Now, Keanu's got, I would say Keanu's got probably similar texture hair, but he does have a widow's peak in the middle.
A little bit right there, yeah.
But again, Keanu does a really good job of just rocking what he's got. He's got the longer beard here. And he's not ashamed of it, man. And I think guys who have a patchy beard and you commit to growing it out for just the full amount of time and they embrace it, I think that's kind of cool, man. I think that you should just do it and just be yourself. You're not necessarily defined by your beard or your hair or your style, but you should be defined by many more things than that. But one thing that Keanu does do a good job of is kind of blending or keeping just kind of a loose maintenance in the neck area, so it doesn't get too wild. Again, all the hairs on your beard grow at different rates and speeds, and so your neck hair can start to look like it's at a different length, even though it's technically not. Right. It's just in a different position of your face. So he does a really good job, or his hairstylist does a really good job of making sure that he looks somewhat presentable. Right. There's a little bit of care involved and intentionality involved, but the hairstyle you have now and the hairstyle that Keanu has right here, man, gonna be your best friend.
Yeah, man.
Ask Greg Brzezinski. He's growing out his hair this long, and he's using sea salt spray right now. And dude, his hair looks hella good. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Sweet, man. I think we're ready for a gong. Ready? Gong. Oh,
Jack, are you an alcoholic? Somebody asked.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, what? I like how no one's talking about the style. They're just like, hey, Jack, you an alcoholic? I'm like, no, I don't think I am. Oh, boy. All right. So let's get into the main topic today. That is shoes.
Oh, shoes.
Where are they? What do they look like? Which one should we buy? Which one should we not buy? Let's break it down by the different sections of this thing. By the way, you guys have got about 5 minutes left before we poll the winners for the giveaway. So if you have not navigated down to the bottom in the description box, go ahead and do that now if you're in America. But, man, can we pop up the formal thing down here in the bottom? There we go. Sweet. So let's talk formal. Let's talk about formal shoes first. So for me, I don't really have the opportunity to wear formal shoes very often. Okay. It's really, really rare nowadays, which is kind of ironic. I used to wear them more often when I was younger, when I was in high school and when I was in college. Nowadays, I have next to no reason to wear formal shoes. But when I do, I figure there's one brand I always look to, and that's Johnston & Murphy. Can we pop up the Johnston & Murphy picture real quick of the loafers? Those are really nice. So check these out. Yeah, look at these. So this is a quintessential dress shoe for me. Yeah. I don't mess around too much with black. You know, in terms of like colors of my clothes, I usually lean more towards brown because I usually go more casual with my stuff. Black is great. It works really, really well. But for me, I always go for this, especially that little burnt tip at the end. What are you thinking about formal shoes though, man?
Well, so formal is kind of defined for me in a lot of different ways. Yeah. And there's like tuxedo formal, and then there's like kind of the casual formal. Yeah. And so I'm a big shoe fanatic, man. I love shoes. I've always, if anything, if I've invested anywhere, it's probably going to be in my shoes. And it's just simply because I've always enjoyed, like, I grew up getting a pair of Nikes from as a birthday gift, you know, every few years or every year from my mother or my dad or my grandparents. And so I think I kind of fostered a love for shoes growing up as a kid, and just now as an adult, like, I just prefer to have good quality, well-made shoes. Yeah. And so for me, it's not about like you have to have a formal shoe. Right. For me, it's about finding things that I can wear in a versatile way. So
almost function and form.
Yeah. So for me, it's both worlds. Exactly. So it's not necessarily always about, how can I say? It's not always about like, okay, I'm going to only wear this shoe with this outfit, and I'm only going to wear a tennis shoe when I'm wearing shorts. And so you might often see me at times. I've worn sandals with a pair of jeans, or I've worn boots with a pair of shorts. Like just because like what I'm comfortable in, I'm comfortable in. So. But to answer the question,
what do you look for?
If Johnson and Murphy is what Jack Milocco would go for when it comes to formal, again, keeping in mind the vein of casual formal. Now I've got a really nice pair of Hugo Boss shoes, dress shoes that could be worn with a tuxedo. They could be worn with just a regular suit.
What color are they? Black?
They're black. If you saw the style video, you may have seen me shining those. Those are the ones. But I've actually really fallen in love with this company. Now, I've known about them for a little while now, but Eric Banholtz rocks this company, and we. If you don't know the guys over at Helm Boots, you should get to know the guys over at Helm Boots. Maybe we'll introduce them to you. If you were at Alliance Con, the founder was here kind of giving a talk on style. But these are my Helm boots.
Nice.
And I like them because, again,
I do like those, man. Those are really nice.
I could wear them simply with a pair of jeans. I could throw these on with a pair of khaki shorts. Yeah. I could throw these on with a tuxedo.
Now let me ask you, let me stop you right there. You'd go boots with shorts, eh?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah,
that's bold.
I would do boots with shorts, especially these.
Okay.
But listen, like I classified these for the purpose of this show. I classified these, even though they wouldn't necessarily be classified outside of this show as a formal shoe. Right. But I would classify these as my casual
Those for
formal.
You, or your kind of mixture of casual.
Yeah,
formal.
Because you can wear these again, Jack. You can wear these with pretty much anything.
Yeah, they are versatile. I do like those, man.
Helm Boots, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say. Good stuff, man. That's
my home story.
All right, so let's taper into casual then. Let's see what we got about casual. And within casual, man, I want to touch on boots too because I love the dudes at Helm. My dad talks to the owner pretty often, actually, which is pretty funny. But for me, with casual, I kind of go to a mixture of that within boots, and I go with the Wolverine 1000 1-mile boots. Okay, these are my staples.
I've seen those boots in person.
This is my quintessential piece right here. And it bums me out that we live in goddamn Texas because it's so hot here that I never get to wear these things. I get to wear these 2 months out of the year, and it pisses me off. I can't wear long socks. It's just too hot. But for me, this is a great blend, kind of like the Helm boots of where formal meets casual, right? Okay. It's really nice, and I really like that. And I think for guys
interesting.
that break into that where they want to go okay, I normally just wear sneakers every day. I think boots are a great place to break into that kind of upping your style. You know what I mean? And personally, I'd probably go for Helm as a company more so than Wolverine. I like Wolverine. They make good stuff. Now, but this is about it for them.
Wolverine is awesome. Yeah. I love Wolverine. They're a great, well-made boot. And I actually have a different pair that looks similar to this is my Timberlands. I have a pair of Timberlands.
Yeah, Timberlands actually look really similar.
But they're not the Timberlands that everybody might think when they see. I should have brought them with me. Yeah. They look actually just like this in a cognac.
Cognac.
This is cognac.
This one's it's like a cherry wood almost.
Cherry wood? Okay, so it's a little bit lighter color is my point. But I'm surprised that you see this as a casual shoe, Jack.
It's weird because it's kind of both for me. This was my first step up into okay, I'm going to start dressing a little bit nicer. I've got a more casual one that I'm going to show next, but this is kind of the one step down from Johnson & Murphy for me.
What's your next casual shoe?
My next category of shoe would be the Allbirds. So you see these things freaking everywhere, dude, right now, especially places like Austin, places like San Francisco, anywhere where there's a tech industry. These are people kind of label these as the tech bro shoe. I've even got a pair of them. And this is sort of what we're seeing in terms of casual for everyone right now. We're getting that kind of Yeezy inspired look where it's very meshy on top and it's really soft, and the laces are bigger and thicker, and there's that herringbone kind of thing going on, or houndstooth, whatever you want to call it, kind of going on. And then there's that big fat sole, but it's very simple, very minimalistic.
They comfortable?
They are. These are really comfortable, and they're good because you can wear them. They make two kinds of them. They make a wool kind, and then they make the It's made from tree fiber. And that's the one I get.
Gotcha.
Because the wool was a little bit too warm for me. But naturally, yeah. See, folks, I live my life by being too hot all the time. I'd try and dress to keep myself cool.
Somebody earlier said they appreciated your disdain for heat, for hot.
Dude, I don't know what's going on. This place is too hot. But yeah, no, so this is, in terms of casual, I think right now, if a guy was to go out and get a pair of casual shoes, I think Allbirds is probably a good place to look and then kind of branch out from there. You don't necessarily have to go for that for a brand, but I like the way they make their shoe and I like the way that they present themselves and I like their style. So if I was going to make a nice suggestion for anyone watching or listening to the show, look at Allbirds and then branch off from there. Make your own choice.
Nice.
In terms of casual, what do you reach for when you go for casual?
Well, when it comes to casual,
I kind of thought you were going to throw your boot back up on the table again.
So I like casual. No, I'm kidding.
I like Helm boots. We're not sponsored by Helm boots, by the way. Oh,
casual.
Damn, I didn't realize you had that.
I think every guy should own a pair of classic white shoes.
Like the Campus Adidas?
Something to, and again, this is all relative. I mean, you should have what you identify with.
Yeah.
For me, it's Adidas. Adidas does a great job of making a casual shoe that is stylish for me. Nike, I like Nike. I think they're more of a performance.
It looks more like a running shoe. Yeah.
They're more of a performance. So when I work out at the gym, I wear my Nikes. But if I'm going to throw on a casual shoe, it's not necessarily always about comfort for me. It's more just about what works with the outfit that I'm planning for the day. And so I could wear this right now with this outfit.
I was going to say it works with the outfit. And I think you actually wore that in the style video, that exact outfit.
Yeah. So, look.
It's a good outfit, man. It
Thanks.
works.
But yeah, I think I brought these in because I used to have a bunch of like tennis shoes and a bunch of shoes in general, but I've kind of in the last I would say in the last 3 or 4 years, I've kind of taken on this utilitarian approach where everything is of equal value. It's not, when it comes to my style at least, everything is of value. There's not one more important thing than the other. And so now I've just got a solid pair of white shoes and I've got a solid pair of black Adidas.
I'm trying to get to that point.
And that's all I have. And that's all I need because again, like for me, I know what I feel comfortable in and I know my clothes and again, it's just more about what's going to serve the outfit and allow me to feel confident throughout the day.
Now, you mentioned that you like the white a lot. I've seen a lot of guys online say that that's the quintessential color to go for because it kind of goes with everything. You just get black and white.
Yep.
Because it's super easy.
It's functional. It's I don't have to worry about, well, does that shirt match with that shoe? I could literally throw on any color shirt with this, any color top with this or pant and just completely be fine. Even a pair of suit pants if I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the leather in there, so that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
So, man, why don't we get into our third and final subject on this one, the Taboo shoes. But let me stop you right there real quick. I think it's time we call some winners. Are we ready
to
call some winners?
Yeah, we are.
All right. Remember, guys, these guys are going to be winning the Beardbrand shampoo and conditioner set. I will email them afterwards to confirm your fragrance choice, all right?
All right. So congratulations, Ben Aubrey, Bearded Stable Boy, and Bryce Williams.
Congratulations. 3 winners, 3 gongs.
3 gongs. That was 3 soft gongs.
Yeah, 3 very soft gongs.
Congratulations. I hope you enjoy the Beardbrand shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
Drop us a review once you've used it and let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And
it's my favorite product by far.
is it?
I was going to say.
Love it. And I like all of them. I can't use them all, but like that one.
It's funny because like out of all the stuff we have here, I'm not going to lie. I think it's actually the product I've used the most. It's weird. Anyway, so let's break into our last one. Well, we've still got a little bit of time on the clock. Taboo shoes.
Oh,
you
man.
are going to just hate me for this one. And I don't mean this as any ill intent, but there is one type of shoe for men, don't get me wrong, that I just do not think men should be wearing, and that is goddamn Tevas. I hate these things, man.
Why?
I tried to wear them so hard. Same thing with Birkenstocks, man. Any of these sandals, right?
Why don't you Jack, do you not take care of your feet?
I do take care of my feet. I take care of my feet really well.
I'm gonna ask Strawberry.
Yeah, no, I take care of my feet. But a lot of people don't. That's part of it, right? That's part of it.
Okay.
The other part of it,
explain this disdain for me. Like,
okay, this is the problem. For one thing, I don't want to see dudes' feet. Right?
Okay.
I think feet are one of the strangest things in the human body.
Yeah.
And especially when, guys have got this hairy ass feet, they're not trimming their nails, and they're just not taking care of their feet. Now, if you got some pristine feet, bring it on.
Bring it on, baby.
Come find me in your pair of dumbass Birkenstocks, and we'll talk, all right? Don't get me wrong. I tried it. I tried to get into the hype. I tried on Tevas. I tried on Birkenstocks. They're expensive, and I put them on, and I'm like, this doesn't even feel good. Why do people like these?
Yeah.
Besides that, the point is, if you have to wear sandals, and I do, I come from Florida, like everyone in Florida
that's
wears
like
sandals.
the quintessential look.
Not Tevas and Birkenstocks, though. What they wear in Florida is flip-flops, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the flip-flop, because flip-flops, to me, are very casual. It's a very kind of, like you can pop them off and go surfing kind of look, rather than I'm going to go hike, the Greenbelt look, which is fine, but I've always kind of, preferred the beachy look versus the mountain look, right?
Yeah.
Now, all right, I've had my say. Come at me again. Fight me. Oh, because I know you own a pair of Tevas, and by the way, you look fine in them, right? You rocked them with the socks, and that was pretty cool. And dude, you've got this way of like making anything look cool, but every other dude in the face of the earth, you and I can spat, because I'm just, you brought the goddamn things. All right, here's the deal, man.
Jack, I bought you a pair of Tevas, Jack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hope I got a gift for Steve.
I was just kidding.
All right, but here's the deal. With these ones we have on screen right here, and they've got this like kind of Southwestern print on them, not my deal. When they're all black, like the ones you've got on the table here, you hold those up so the camera can see them. That's kind of that, you see a lot of people in South Korea wearing these ones, right?
Yeah.
Those are really, really popular in South Korea. And they're all black. They usually have a little bit of a thicker strap. That is maybe one of the few situations where I could go, all right, maybe we can try it out. But overall, in terms of Taboo shoes, I think sandals with the straps, Birkenstocks, Tevas, Chakas, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Let me lay a foundation for you, because one, I kind of go in favor with the mindset that guys in general should just not wear sandals at all.
I agree.
The only time you should probably wear a sandal is if you're going to the pool, and you need something quick and easy to throw off and jump in, and that's it. Or you're in a public, you're camping and there's a public area where you need to bathe, and you should have a sandal on when you bathe in those settings.
Shower sandals,
like
buddy.
College, for sure, definitely.
Nice
but I also don't think that they necessarily go with any and every outfit.
Oh, barely.
And the reason why I rock Tevas is we live in Austin, Texas, and it's not the heat, it's not the humidity. Because as you said, Jack, you saw me wear these a few weeks ago with some socks, and I had some socks on with my sandals. So, and it's certainly not because I do take care of my feet, actually.
Oh, it's good to know.
So, but the reason why I have these in the first place is because we live in Austin, and in Austin, Texas, we're surrounded by something called the Green Belt.
We are.
And so there's lots of hiking, lots of walking, and lots of water to jump into at the same time.
That's true.
And for me, Teva does a great job because it's functional.
Yep.
Like I can walk in them, I can hike in them, I'll feel comfortable, I'm not going to slip. And I'm also going to use them to jump right into the water. So I only have 2 pairs of sandals in my closet. This one and a really nice, another Italian-made pair that are actually really cool. Maybe I'll wear them just for you one day. But I don't wear them with every outfit. I don't wear them all the time. If you're going to come over to my house and I need to run to go maybe buy you some beer because you showed up and you want to have a beer or something, I'm going to run out and go grab that beer with my sandals.
See,
with
that's
my
what
Tevas.
I do with flip-flops.
And that's literally, that's the only reason why I wear them. But hell, dude, I'm going to even take it a step further and say if I wanted to rock these with this outfit today.
See, like I said, you have a way of making things work that I don't think a lot of other people have. But I don't know, man. With that outfit,
see it.
I don't know.
Birkenstock, though, man, I think Birk does a good job.
You could pull off some Birkenstocks with that outfit.
But again, it's not this. These things are not about these are not like rules you need to live by.
No. I don't want anyone to think like, hey, just because Jack doesn't like sandals.
The sandal you've got on the screen, I probably would never buy.
You would never buy that.
I would never buy.
Yeah, see, that's the Tevas. I see these all over Austin.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Every time I see them, I kind of cringe. I'm like, and that's not a dig to Tevas. Like, that's a great company. They've got a really good philosophy, and I feel so bad. You know what? They look great on women. They look really, really good on women, and women can wear these and look great. Dudes, when they've got their hairy ass feet, I just can't get behind it, man.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Milocco announces 3 winners every week for the Beardbrand gift card. Send him a gift card for Tevas.
Yeah, send me a Tevas. Send me a Tevas gift card. Oh, man. Do we have time for one last one that I can show? One last Taboo show?
Oh, God.
Because I did have one.
It better not be the Sperry.
It's the Sperry.
Oh, it's the Sperry.
Dude, I love these things. These are the greatest shoe on the face of the earth, man. I love boat shoes. And this is what's so funny is I come right off a hot talking about sandals and how no man should wear sandals.
Yeah, how do you
not
I'm
gonna get lambasted
like these?
for liking these things? And I don't. Granted, I'm not wearing these right now. I've got my. Hang on, I got my New Balance.
There you go. Look at that.
Supporting my brother's college with the University of Florida colors. But
nice,
man. Boat shoes are so easy. They are formal. They are casual. They are taboo. I wear these almost every single day when I'm in Florida. I can wear these to the beach. I can wear these on a yacht. I can wear these out to dinner. These things are great. You can get the little no-show socks to them. Don't look at me like that. God. Don't look at me like that. These were so good, man. And I love these things. I'm so glad they didn't go away, and I'm glad that they resurged with the fraternity renaissance kind of style.
Listen, ask me what I did. Ask me what I did with my my Sperry's.
You had them though. That's the deal, though. You had Sperry's.
At one point in my lifetime, I did, and I gave them away.
That's just kind of weird to like give someone your Sperry because they get kind of nasty.
Well, I gave them to a good cause. I didn't just randomly be like, "Hey, Jack, would you like my Sperry?
Would you like my funky Sperry's?" They got all the funk.
No, man, I'm not a big fan of the Sperry. I get the functionality. Yep. I don't think that they serve a purpose unless you own a boat and you have that boat parked right outside your house
or on the water,
and you're going to be walking up to that boat. Then it works. Throw the boat shoe on. But if you don't own a yacht, and you don't live by water, do not wear the Sperry's.
Watch this. Tomorrow you're going to show up in those damn Tevas, and I'll show up in my Sperry's. I'll wear 2 different Sperry's just so you know I have multiple.
Oh, I've seen them all, Jack.
Yeah, they're great. So, man, that is our little spiel on shoes, man.
Yeah, man.
I had fun with that.
That was fun.
Yeah. Get to argue about
Let us know
sandals.
what shoes are in your closet. What shoes make you feel confident? How do you approach buying your shoes in the comments? If you are just listening to this for the first time, welcome.
Yeah,
but if you're returning, invite a friend, share this live stream with them, share the podcast. Again, if you don't know, this is available in the form of a podcast wherever you source your podcasts. But also, we ask every week, leave us a like, leave us a review. Let us know if there's a topic you want us to cover in one of these shows, and we'll do our best to fit it in.
Absolutely, guys. We really appreciate you watching, subscribing, liking, reviewing, everything in between. Let us know what's your favorite go-to pair of shoes, and if you have any thoughts on what we talked about here, let us know.
Yeah, man.
Style consultations, we pick them 3 at a time. Keep sending them to stylebeardbrand.com. We'll do our best to let you know when we are featuring you. All the winners, I will email you right after this. And, man, thank you for a great show, Sylvester. That was fun. I had no idea you had this box of shoes underneath. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until we see you next time, hey, keep on growing. See ya. Should have brought some of my shoes. I should have brought some.
You should have brought your Sperry's.